sometimes the laws don't keep up with the views of society, and you got to fight for freedom. I have been described as the Nelson Mandela of Australian.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing my guests at this time from Sydney, standing at, one of them is 5'10", the other one is 5'8". You guys pick who's which. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Daniel Muggleton.
Thank you.
And we have Andrew Hamilton.
I'm close. I don't want to brag, but I'm about 6'1". Are you taller than me?
Yeah, I'm taller than you.
What are you?
I'm 6'2".
Are you really?
Yeah.
Fuck, there aren't many.
I hate to ruin your mood today.
How do you? How tall are you?
I'm 6 foot and I'm taller than you, so you're not 6'1", bro.
Dude, you're not taller than him.
I'm 6'1".
I don't think you're taller than him.
I'm definitely 6'1".
Come here.
I mean,
We're doing this now.
man, what I've heard is really good on podcasts is a nice little measure.
Oh, no. What are you talking about? On camera. Okay.
This is a shocking start.
We've started well. You calling us 5'8"? Can't on the start of the pod?
Well,
No, one of you.
You're going to come in here and...
Because the thing is, like, if people think that we're short, then the mean things that I say come across as like cunty and sincere. But if I'm tall, I'm clearly
Arrogant.
kidding.
Wow,
Is that how it works?
Yeah, because short people mean it because they're upset.
Yeah.
Sure. Think about how many shit blokes 4 inches of height would save, you know? Like, these people have developed horrific personalities because they're 5'7". You make them 5'11", they're going to be okay.
Yeah.
Women would be able to walk home whenever if those men were slightly taller. It's just a fact.
Safer streets.
Safer streets.
Get some hype.
Just get them some fucking romper stompers.
That's what the government should do to stop crime. Just
Yeah.
send everyone to China to get that surgery to make your shins slightly longer.
There we go.
They're doing that in China now.
What about those? Would you wear those shoes if you were shorter? You know the ones that
the
give you
lifts.
the
The lifts?
lifts. Would you wear them?
Yeah.
I reckon.
Would you not?
I mean, you would lie to everyone that you're wearing them, but I would absolutely wear them.
Yeah,
Yeah, of course. You wouldn't tell the truth.
You don't tell people.
Who tells people, hey, my name's Kevin, I'm wearing lifts.
Yeah.
Well, you have
This
to
isn't
just-
my real height.
I'm actually on stilts right now. Guys, thank you for joining me. Thank you for flying all the way from Sydney just to speak to me today. I know you didn't, but please just say yes.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
It was worth every penny.
It was
We're honoured to be here.
Thank you so much. I hope you are enjoying Perth.
Loving
Sure.
it.
Loving it?
Really good place.
Yep, we had an Uber driver before named Ian, and he was an absolute ledge.
Yeah, we had a personalised number plate and the personality of someone with a personalised number plate.
Yeah.
He was sexist. That's what the joke is there, I think.
What was the number plate?
Ian 000.
Actual?
For real. Because his personality is an emergency.
Shout out. Hey, he was a 5-star driver.
We
Shout
liked
out to my
him.
boy Ian.
Lovely
we know he's a fan of the pod.
Yep, his wife broke a collarbone and he drives Uber to get away from her. What a guy. We just met him. He told us that. Imagine if we got to know him. He'd tell us how he voted.
I think we can guess.
Boys, how I like to start the podcast is by asking a bunch of random questions, which I like to call the warm seat questions.
Do you ask the same questions at every week?
Yes, sir. So I get different answers every time, which is crazy.
All right,
It's
here
so
we
fun.
go.
I'm going to try to get the same answers as someone else.
All right, I'll let you know if you do. If you do it. You're picking him, aren't you? You're just going to copy what he says, aren't you?
No, I'm gonna try and do Carl Legacy's answer.
To that one answer that he said.
Yeah,
Right
every
here.
question he just asks, what'd you do for a living, yo? The vibe.
What's the last song that you listened to?
Limp Bizkit, break stuff. There we go.
In the car.
There we go.
Yeah, we were spinning new metal. And you didn't know anything of it.
No, I
It made me feel old. Like, I actually got a bit upset. Because,
I
like,
agree.
yeah.
I thought everyone at least knows a little bit of the Limp Bizkit catalogue.
A little bit. But you
From
knew
the drive,
Roland.
yeah, I knew Roland.
Yeah,
That's
you
the
didn't
one
know
I knew.
break stuff, though.
Nah. How old am I from that drive that you experienced with me today?
I'm going to say 22.
I'm going to say 24.
26.
There we go.
What's your go-to karaoke song?
Jay-Z, 99 Problems, and yes, I say all the lyrics. Hamo?
Yeah.
It's hard to keep the beat otherwise.
Can you give us a little rendition now?
Yeah, please.
I'd love to have this on tape.
Nope.
Please, yes.
Just in case I need to blackmail you at some point.
African male mix?
Hey, not all black people are African Americans.
What?
There we go. Mine is Bon Jovi Always.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Sing it for me.
This Romeo is bleeding, but you can't see his blood.
Why are you making eye contact with
There's
me?
nothing but some feelings.
You want me to fuck you?
'Cause
This
you make-
old
you make him
dog
feel comfortable.
Kicked up. It's been raining since you left me. Now I'm drowning in the flood.
You're the dog that
See,
depressed
I've
people
always
have
been
on
a
planes.
fighter, but without you, I give up.
I thought you sing it might help me remember the song, but I
I
still
can't
don't know
sing
it.
a love song like the way it's meant to be.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not that good anymore, but baby, that's just me. And I will love you,
I do know the song.
baby.
I needed the chorus. You can stop now.
Always.
I'm getting copyright stricken. I'm getting copyright
There
stricken.
we
So
go.
hard.
I think you'd actually get more complaints over that than me doing 99 Problems.
That's a viral hit, baby. 2 million views minimum. You're welcome.
2 million?
2 million.
2 million?
I think I could probably do A Milli by Lil Wayne, actually. I reckon I have a good run of that.
If you could travel to any fictional universe from a book or movie, where would you go?
You know, like that sci-fi thing in The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn?
Yes.
Because then I can do 99 Problems and no one will have an issue.
What?
Keeping the thing going.
This podcast is going out with you singing that song. Just
Yeah,
saying.
the dream.
Um,
No, like Star Wars, right? Star Wars is cool. I think Star Wars is sick because not only does it have like the Force stuff, which is fun, it also has like bars you can hang out in.
Yeah.
You know, like Lord of the Rings and that other shit. It's never just them chilling and listening to a weird band do jazz. You know?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I reckon I'd go Pirates of the Caribbean. I reckon.
For real?
Yeah, I reckon I would have been a sick pirate.
You can still be one.
Yeah,
man.
you definitely can.
Yeah,
Just get over to
but these
Somalia,
days-
have a run.
They're waiting for. They've
these
been waiting
days,
for a token.
There's
Why
a,
not?
different, there's a different vibe. It's just not what it used to be. I reckon.
The pirate life just ain't
pirate life
what
ain't
it used to
Different
be.
vibe. Man, piracy's lost its luster. You know?
You know,
It's
to
not
really
all
be
about the
something.
treasure anymore. It's all about killing people.
yeah,
You're
they-
taking hostages. It's not killing people. That doesn't
My
get you
bad.
money.
Yeah, it's true.
It's like-
they know what's paying for a dead body.
Exactly.
I reckon I would have been quite an innovator in the pirate world because what I would have said is like, when we get all the gold, like when we're looting, like instead of burying it somewhere, with a map and you put an X on it, why don't we just like spend it? You know. Like, what are we burying it for?
You're the guy they've been looking for.
It is like, I think if there was like a pirate financial planner, he'd be like, fellas, your life expectancy is very short. Why are we burying this? You get into real estate, diversify?
You lost the map again? Like,
It's not like money back then had a tracking number like money now does.
Exactly.
Like who's gonna be like, I'm pretty sure this coin was stolen from that
we go.
boat
You don't
2
have to
weeks
launder
ago.
it at that point, surely.
No,
But like,
I
where'd you get this? Where'd you get this ducat? And you're like, I don't fucking know.
I would have had a lot of guys wanted to follow me. They're like, this guy's a thinker. We're getting paid more. We're having more fun. The food's better.
Being a thinker can get you killed though.
That's true,
Well,
dude.
I would
You
have
know, you get-
also upped the rations of rum. I think that keeps you alive.
So what you're saying is you're a populist pilot.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Just, whatever the people want, that's what I give them. Tax breaks for all.
Yep. I think I would have had to cut my own hand off just because I think the hook hand looks pretty sick, and I can't imagine I would have been such a good swordsman that I wouldn't have lost a duel. All right, we lost you. I lost it there. Anyway, in summary, good innovator, pirate, hook hand.
Is that what's on your resume?
They call me Hamo the Hook. Here we go.
Hammer the hooker.
Hammer the Hook, and it's just the pirate flag with a big hook. Yeah, all right. That's going viral.
Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
So I used to own a pizza shop in King's Cross that
Yeah.
may have been a money laundering operation. You can't prove it. And
You can't.
I used to have a ham and pineapple pizza, but it was smoked ham and we had shaved salted pineapple on the pizza instead of chunks. It was like slivers.
And how'd the restaurant go?
It was getting rave reviews until I went to prison and wasn't able to pump it full of drug money to keep it alive during a pandemic.
But how was the pizza?
The pizza was fucking banger. Yeah. So yes, I'm in support of it. But you can make it. You can make it better. You
can make
it
I
better.
made a gourmet version of it.
But I think when you're ordering like a pineapple on a pizza, you don't want gourmet. You know what I mean? Like you just want out the tin,
Listen,
chop
brother,
it up.
You don't
Like
know.
I don't even know if this dude's Italian. I just know that he's hairy. Give it to me.
We had smoked ham.
Yeah.
And sweet honey mustard on there as well.
That's too much.
No.
You love fucking honey mustard,
I
dude.
do love
I remember
a
you
bit of-
fucking
You love fucking
president,
honey
dude.
mustard?
I do love honey
The
mustard.
sweet tang of honey
Oh,
mustard.
here we go. Now he's reciting my bits back to me.
But pineapple pizza's good. I rate it.
You ready?
Because
here we
sometimes
go.
you're in the mood for it.
We're both in support of pineapple.
I think everyone thinks you need to have good food all the time. Like, as in, like, it's got to be good pizza. It's got to be, like, fucking prosciutto, like rocket, like shaved parmesan. It's like, nah, dude, sometimes you want a dirty, supreme.
Sometimes you want shit Domino's when you're hungover, and sometimes
Yeah.
you want to go out for a nice gourmet pizza
Yeah.
for dinner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
I never want to go out for a nice gourmet pizza.
Never?
You never want to?
No.
You don't like it?
No, I like the trash ones better.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
Cheaper.
Yeah, cheaper, better for the income, better for a growing family.
Growing family.
You
Growing
got kids?
family. I got one kid, thank you, sir.
Fuck, 26. You got a
Yeah,
kid. Good for
yeah.
you.
Thank you, man.
Got your life together.
I do.
What are we doing here? We know who Limp Bizkit is. We don't know who our son is.
We are lost in the
Daughter.
wilderness. Yeah.
If you guys were stranded on a deserted island, what's one item that you 100% need to be on there with you?
A map to my buried treasure. No, what would I
A
have?
volleyball.
Yeah, Wilson. Wilson, we're talking Wilson.
I've heard they're very comforting. But like, I wouldn't get a Wilson volleyball. I'd get a Mikasa volleyball. So I'd have a Japanese
Mikasa?
friend. Mikasa is the premium volleyball brand of the world.
Why do you know this?
Because I'm a tall white guy. I used to play volleyball
Okay.
at quite a high level.
It's pretty nerdy, dude.
Wait, how tall are you?
Yeah, all right, pirate reformer. I'm a fucking nerd, am I? Let me tell you something about Pirates of the Caribbean. This just isn't a good investment plan. These motherfuckers are following tradition for a reason.
What's a high level of volleyball?
I played like CIS, like, combined.
CIS?
Yeah, so like in New South Wales, there's CHS, CCC, and CIS, like combined high schools, combined Catholic schools, combined independent schools. So I was independent schools. Then I played state league.
And were you ever thinking about going pro after?
I'm not tall enough.
Oh, really?
Dude, like, yeah, like for volleyball, like to be like a pro, like proper volleyballer, like 6'9", probably minimum.
How tall are you? Sorry?
6'2".
Fuck, man. I think it's just because I just assumed you were short from the way you're sitting in the car.
Yeah, I was
We're
seated.
slouchy boys.
That's your boy.
We're slouchy boys.
I mean, I was
bad.
just lying in your backseat because I'm so hungover. I don't think I seem tall. You know? But I get this a lot. Like, do you get this because, like, you get the online stuff. You put videos
Yeah.
out. People meet you in real life, and they're like, "Oh, you're taller than I thought." And I'm
Yeah.
like, "Do I project a short man's personality? This
got-
is not a compliment."
True.
You guys
Yeah,
did
people-
seem shorter online than you do
Fuck.
in person. You guys are fucking giants.
Thanks, dude.
I'm,
We appreciate it.
fucking
You're
Oh,
welcome. Yeah,
fucking
you're
huge,
taller than
bro.
me. That was very surprising. There's only one guy I've ever met who I'd said to him, "Fuck, you're taller in person."
Who was that?
Ollie Lawson. He was on Love Island. You guys wouldn't know that. You guys are too old for that show.
It's pretty fucking hurtful.
Hey,
I'm still single. Do you reckon I could get on Love Island? Do you reckon that?
You reckon?
No, I'm asking you. Do you reckon I could get on?
Do you think
I
he
reckon
works
if
for
you-
Love Island?
Do they have any?
if you clean up the beard,
Yeah.
you got the tattoos for it. You got.
All right.
Reckon you got a good rig?
Well, I oscillate between having a good and bad rig every few years. So we'll get me on a good year. Maybe next year could be a good rig.
I thought one of your resolutions this year was to be Australia's most ripped comedian.
That is one of my goals. Yes.
How's that going?
It's it's a work in progress. The thing about comedy is it drives me to drink, and
That is such a glorious description of our profession. The thing about comedy is I need a beer. I need a beer right now. And probably 3. Like, let's be
at
fair.
all times. So
Yeah.
that's causing problems. But at one point, I will have a sick rig.
Yeah, but-
For
yeah.
a brief window, and then I'll go back to.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I'm ready for it as well. I'm ready to see you on.
Are you ready to see my sick rig?
Oh, your sick rig, yeah.
Well,
Yeah, how long we got to wait for? Give
Stay
us a date.
tuned. 6 months.
6 months?
yeah.
6 months, is that the plan?
Oh, I want to have a sick rig for when the book comes out. You know, like
Yeah.
if I'm going to be. Like if I'm going to be interviewed, I want to be like, oh fuck, on TV, like fuck that guy looks like he's got a good rig under that t-shirt.
Can't wait to see his jacket photo. Oh my God. A
Just start
jacket to
interviewing
that
without a
photo.
shirt on.
Sorry,
Start interviewing without a shirt on.
you want me to take my shirt off?
Yes.
Is that Bert Kreischer's bid?
No. Well,
Who do you think's got a better rig?
Yeah, I don't think I'm that far off at the moment. The machine.
Bert Kreischer the machine, Andrew Hamilton the vending machine.
What's your death row meals?
You'd have a double dinner, surely.
Yeah,
You have a double dinner when you're not
Okay,
dying.
so yeah, because you got to. Okay, I'd get a Zinger box, ultimate Zinger box from KFC.
For it, like last meal, and you
Hold
go
on,
to KFC.
and I'm getting. And
That's
I'm
an
also.
expense to the state, Andrew.
He's trying to have a heart attack on the way out, so he doesn't have to get electrocuted.
I'm getting a Zinger box, and I'm also getting a double quarter pounder.
Definitely
from
trying to have a heart
Macca's.
attack.
Well, it's like it's my last day. I'm gonna get a Big Mac, a double quarter pounder, and a McFlurry.
I love that. Like you have so little self-respect. Your death row meal is drive-through.
KFC and Macca's. Shout out to my boys.
Colonel Ronald.
Love you, boys.
The boys.
Do I look like a guy who avoids fast food?
No. I think what I'd go for the death row meal is the like halal snack pack in the pizza box.
Okay, so that's XL.
Yeah.
That's a monster.
Yeah.
Just fucking.
I've had that before. It's quite a biggie.
Oh, it's a biggie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm just still in mourning because I fell asleep before my Uber Eats turned up, which was a halal snack pack.
Do they have halal snack packs in Perth?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
okay, all right. They got.
You know what they call them in Adelaide?
What?
AB.
AB. What's the A?
No, it stands for afterbirth
What?
because that's what they think it looks like.
Oh man, that would turn me off wanting to eat it
Yeah.
Yeah. That's probably why.
You'd think that.
for a whole 30 seconds, and then I'd just be like, "Oh, it's a HSP."
We don't call them HSPs here, though. We call them meat boxes.
Meat box.
Yeah.
It's a bit,
That's fine. I mean, that's better than afterbirth.
Afterbirth, for
seems
sure.
a bit Islamophobic to me, but that's fine. Don't want it to be halal no more? Okay. You play your game.
Well, I mean, a lot of people don't even know when you say HSP what that necessarily stands for.
No, I explain it to them.
Fucking halal, bro.
I HSP splain. Do you understand what the Trinity is, brother?
Oh yeah. Hold on, what's
Garlic
the-
chili barbecue.
Garlic chili barbecue.
barbecue.
Let's fucking do it. Holy Trinity.
I just go chili garlic. Yeah, the barbecue is unnecessary.
It's nice sweet. It's got the sweet tang of honey mustard.
No, right in if you think that the Trinity is the way to go.
Right in.
It is the way to go. Do they charge you for the third sauce in Sydney?
Fuck no.
They don't. They charge you for it here.
Bullshit.
They give you 2 free sauces.
Sauceflation.
Yeah, they
There
give
we
you
go.
they give you 2 free sauces here, and then charge you $1 for the third
That's
one.
bloody outrageous.
That is outrageous.
That's un-Australian.
That's un-Australian.
Well, they're
It's
not
wrong.
Australian, so.
Why do you get the 2 sauces? Like, sorry, mate, there's actually in our terms and conditions.
Yeah.
Third sauce, we're gonna have to charge
What
you.
state are you in, brother?
You know, I had a kebab in Perth City the other day, mixed kebab with a lot. The lot came with egg on the.
Does it not come with egg?
Egg.
What? Why are you guys surprised about this? It comes with egg. Always. The lot means egg.
No, it doesn't. Not with a kebab.
Not in Sydney. You
what's
get
the lot there?
lettuce, tomato, cheese, onion, tabbouleh,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Here it's
hummus.
If you want it.
Yeah, but no egg.
no egg. Here,
It wasn't bad, but it just wasn't what I wasn't used to it.
Yeah.
It really threw me. I was like, an egg in my kebab?
That's weird. I don't want a kebab shop to have
Crazy.
eggs just around, you know? Like that grill's not getting cleaned. Like I don't want a fucking egg on there as well.
Well,
I'd be real confused if that happened. Like with the lot, right? It's like cracking an egg and I'm like, what the fuck, cunt?
your HSP with the lot could have had an egg right there. You don't know because you
never got it.
passed
I'll
out
never
and
know.
didn't get your food
I
last
can only
night.
apologise to the Uber Eats driver who I assume was stationed outside for many minutes, refusing to go. Have I told you about that guy like who was literally there for half an hour one time?
Waiting
like,
for
banging
you.
on my door?
did you fall asleep?
Yeah.
You have a
But
habit
then, like,
of doing that.
someone else in the house came down and like got the pizza off him, then just chucked it at my head. And then, but yeah, he was there for half an hour. And I'm
Man.
like, why?
Why? Did you give him a
he's-
tip?
He's not getting paid enough
No.
for that.
You didn't give him a tip.
My pizza was cold by the time I woke up.
I wonder why.
I had a time where my Uber, I was tracking my food, and then it said it was delivered, and I was like, "Well, I don't know how it's delivered because I haven't got it."
Yeah.
And I asked my housemate, I'm like, "Did anyone knock on the door?" And they're like, "No." And so then I contacted Uber, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, he said he delivered it, and so he must have like dropped it off to like the wrong house, and someone's just accepted the food."
Yeah.
And he was like, their Uber was trying to talk to the driver, and he's like, no, I definitely gave it to him. And like, so he was calling me a liar
Whoa.
through the app. I was like, listen to this. So then the next day, I started like going through my neighbour's bins to like just to see like, which of these dogs
Did you find it?
didn't find them.
That's such an extreme response.
Investigation continues. I want to know who stole my goddamn food.
Going through bins being like, this looks like a wicked wing.
Did they not give you a refund?
I think eventually after
Yeah.
I whinged enough, but Yeah, I don't know what I was going to do if I had found the culprit. Like, listen, mate, you've done the wrong thing.
Go over to them holding the wing carcass. Fucking what's this?
Yeah, what's
Did you
this?
pay for this, mate?
What's
Should
this
just
in the
take him to
rubbish
the-
bin, mate?
Did you fucking pay for this?
Take him to the Vietnamese store downstairs and tie him to a wall and use that chainsaw you guys are talking
Fucking
about
oath.
before. Yeah.
I would have just made him. I would have just been like, "Come here, we're going to make you throw up that fucking yesterday night's dinner."
That took a turn. Got a bit fucking extreme there.
Bit of
haven't
street justice. That's all.
it? Street justice for undelivered food.
Steal my Uber Eats.
That's what the police should be onto.
Uber Eats
Uber
theft.
Uber Eats theft. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're wasting their money. The government funding is going the wrong place.
That's true.
What's your favorite cartoon character?
Got to be Homer Simpson.
Yeah, that's good. That is good.
That's a good answer.
I don't know.
Nailed it. Has anyone said that before?
What, Nailed It or Homer Simpson?
Homer.
No.
Okay.
First
right,
one.
well, that's
Good
good.
get.
Oh, no, actually, no, someone did say it. They did say Homer, yeah, and Mr. Burns.
Mr.
Wait, both?
Burns.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it's lame. I was going to say like Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z. I liked him. I thought he was good fun.
I feel like I've had that one.
Really?
I've had that one before, yeah.
Shit.
I never got into my balls, eh?
You ever gone to Dragon Ball Z?
Wow, what are you doing?
What were you watching?
Yeah.
Simpsons, I guess.
Pokemon? Get around that?
Yu-Gi-Oh?
I was a cool kid.
We're all too old for Yu-Gi-Oh.
yeah?
I know about it, but he doesn't fucking know about it. He's
These are
older than
all,
me.
these are all nerd shows. What are you
Yeah,
talking about?
Naruto? Get around Naruto?
No.
Yeah.
Wow. Were TVs there when you were younger? Or?
There was TV. Don't you worry about that, mate. There was TV.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
black and white, but it was.
He used to wake up
you
before
bought the-
school. His parents would whip out the marionettes.
You probably got the first TV then.
Dude, what have you got these Japanese cartoons, bro?
I just haven't given them a go.
You should.
I've heard good things. I haven't really delved deep into my anime.
Yeah.
I've only watched the usual stuff, Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. It's like hentai, but safe for work.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can,
All right.
you can watch it on the train.
What's
No.
hentai?
You actually don't know what hentai is? Fuck
Nah, he knows, yeah. Are you the guy on the train in Sydney? I feel like there are a lot of people on trains in Sydney watching hentai on the way home.
For real?
Yeah.
I feel like they are. Are they not?
Not in my experience, but I don't catch the train.
It's
I'm not
like
a fucking
Japanese
loser.
cartoon porn, right? That's what it is?
Yeah, it is,
Yeah.
yeah. With
Yeah.
tentacles involved a lot of the
Tentacles,
time.
always tentacles, yeah.
Always
For
tentacles.
some reason, yeah.
Yeah. Always.
Going on there.
You don't want to see a cartoon fucking octopus?
I mean, I've never.
It's got 8 dicks, Andrew.
I don't blame you for not wanting to delve that deep into it.
I mean, if it was there, I'd probably watch it. Just be like, I'd be like, is this doing anything down there? You know? What do we reckon, boys?
Just to feel curiosity.
Just bring it to the board meeting.
what do we fucking reckon?
Dick and balls. Do we have an accord?
There's something going on, right?
It's a twitch.
Tentacles.
I felt it.
The tentacles are doing something.
Yeah.
And the final question for you guys. If you guys were professional wrestlers, what do you reckon your names would be? I reckon you guys would probably come up with the best ones I've heard yet.
Really?
If you not, be very disappointed. I might cry. You guys make a lot of eye contact, eh? Are you lovers?
No.
No? Not anymore.
Not yet.
Not yet. Oh.
But when I put my dick in Andrew, the Stone Cold Steve Austin theme does play.
I mean, hook hand hammer did sound pretty good before.
Can't have it. You can't have a wrestler with a fucking hook, mate.
Why not?
Because you're going to hurt somebody. You're going to get someone's eye
Well,
out.
okay.
The
Oh,
ring's made of canvas.
Oh, I unscrew the hook, and I can screw in a workable hand.
What, you're going to be like little Stumpy out there? Maybe we could be a wrestling duo, Ren and Stumpy. I'm a little rat boy, and you got a stump.
There we go.
I don't know. Wrestling name is hard, eh? Like, oh, yeah, because I was trying to do something with maybe like Samoa Joe or something.
Samoa Joe.
Yeah, that's a wrestler.
Yeah.
Samoa Joe.
What
Yeah.
were you trying to do with that?
It was just like Samoa Dan, maybe.
Are you Samoan?
No, just like, oh, this is confusing.
A little bit.
We're puzzled by this.
Caucasian Dan, look out.
Caucasian Dan.
What?
My finishing move is a submission, and it's called the gentrifier.
You're finished as a submission and submitting a court case to somebody. You're like,
That's true.
I'm suing you.
It's a submission. Yeah.
I'm mates with a professional wrestler, and his name is Robbie Eagles, and he's known as the Sniper of the Skies. And I'm like, that's pretty cool.
The Sniper of the Skies.
Sniper of the Skies.
What's he doing up there?
He just gets up on the turnbuckle and like does like amazing aerial
Oh, does some flips and
acts.
shit?
Yeah, does some
That's
like,
cool.
pretty sick flips.
Yeah.
But
I'm pretty sure I've heard of him.
he's pretty big in Australia.
Yeah, the name sounds very familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little bit deep in the Australian wrestling scene.
You are?
Oh, yeah.
That's
bit,
fun.
yeah.
I go to a few of the PWA matches at
true.
Liberty Hall in Sydney. I've
Yeah.
gone to a couple now to watch Robbie in action, and they're a lot of fun.
Yeah, they are. The EPW is the way place to be. Are you guys want to watch? You guys want to be here for it? Like Elimination Chamber coming to Perth.
Yeah, I saw that. It's like a couple of weeks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
A couple
no.
of weeks, yeah.
Oh, you know what? There's a guy that messaged me on Instagram recently about coming to one of my shows, and I looked him up, and he does like, have you seen like hardcore deathmatch wrestling where they do like these guys like staple each other, like there's just like pure blood, like they go through like glass, like they throw each other on glass.
Yeah.
What did he want from you?
He just wanted to come to a show, but then I was like, oh well, if you've got a show when I'm in town, I wouldn't mind seeing you go through some glass and get stapled. And there was one thing I saw of like they had like thumbtacks all over the ground, and then he got pushed into them, and like his foot went like through like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I've seen that with WWE.
Yeah, that's some
back
old.
in the
That's
day.
some old school.
That's
WWE.
pretty, man. It's like really full. Like that's a level of wrestling that I would prefer.
Do you reckon they're like
to not do?
Do you reckon they're like writing that off on tax? You know, going to office works, keeping the receipt, going to their accountant, like, oh, can I write off these thumbtacks? They're like, are they for work? Yeah. Do you have the receipt? No, but I got a photo of my back with a minute. Is that enough?
This is absolute nonsense.
Dude,
I
don't
can't do
worry about it,
math
bro.
while podcasting.
That's okay.
Just two things that don't line up together.
That's all right, bro. We got you if you need to crunch some numbers.
We're just really happy you're here.
I'm here.
It means a lot that you come on our show.
I did tell you that's the vibe that was going to happen. You guys will just chat, and I'll just be here as the ad
Did
lib
we
guy.
not answer your questions?
You did.
After giving them thought and eye contact.
With each other. I'm third wheeling on my own podcast. This is crazy.
No, dude.
Did we do all right for the question portion?
I felt like Vegeta was a weak answer.
It was pretty weak.
And the wrestling names?
Yeah, that was
I still don't have yours.
Double
You
dinner?
You want to
Double dinner. Oh. Now for the main course, and you elbow the cunt.
Oh, that's better. Yeah, double dinner Hamilton would be good. Yeah. I'm known for being. I'll have a dinner and then I'll have beers and then I'll have a second dinner.
Double dinner.
Quite often.
Nice
Enough.
read.
Enough to get the nickname Double Dinner
Dinner.
Hamilton. But that'd be fun as a character.
Is it
Like
'cause
in
you-
wrestling, like I like tap out one guy. I'm like, I'm still hungry, and then like,
Are you hungry for more? Finally, Andrew Hamilton has come back to the restaurant.
I can accept that. Thank you for entering that name into the system.
I was just thinking about like at the kitchen when it orders up, they have like that
The
ring.
bell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have, like the bell. Like I put it on like the turnbuckle. Like ding ding, order up.
Oh, yeah,
Double
yeah.
dinner's back.
That could be like the start of your theme song.
that'll be
Ding,
the intro,
ding, like
yeah.
you walk down
That would be the intro, yeah.
and you're like
Ding, ding.
holding
Order
up a menu.
Yeah, no, you're
On
wearing...
the menu tonight, your ass.
Your costume is a receipt. That's the way to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I dig it.
It writes itself.
It's good stuff, folks.
We should...
PFW. Get a bit.
I won't release this episode just so you can copyright that name before
Let's pitch it.
WWE.
Budget.
PWA, reach out.
PWA?
Would you do it though?
Professional Wrestling Australia or something, whatever it's called. That's
Yeah.
the Aussie Wrestling League.
Nice.
Yeah.
Would I do it? I mean,
Yeah.
it'd have to be when I'm in my buff, my jacked phase.
So 6 months.
Yeah,
6
6
months.
months.
PWA.
6 months.
I don't think Double Dinner should be that jacked as a character. You know? I
You
think
reckon, you reckon like what I am now?
yeah, I think you got to have like that kind of porn star body where it's like at one point you were muscular, but you've just put on a few pounds.
Yeah, okay.
You know?
So I just do some arm curls just so I have
Yeah,
big
yeah,
arms,
yeah,
but
yeah,
the
yeah.
gut's still there.
Just a little bit of a gut.
Yeah, all right. I feel you. Yeah, I like that.
Just that porn star rig, you know that one.
I mean, it's that like a Ron Jeremy kind of thing. We go.
oh, not quite that much.
Who's Ron Jeremy?
And he's like an old, short, ugly-looking dude who's rooted like every porn star in history. But he recently, I think he went to
got
jail.
cancelled,
He got,
yeah.
I think
Wasn't
he
good.
did some naughty stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad stuff.
Yeah.
Let's go beyond naughty.
Yeah,
Illegal stuff.
Yeah,
Crimes.
criminal offences.
Isn't that why normally you go to jail for doing illegal stuff?
Nah, sometimes you just try to help people have a fun camping trip.
Yeah, sometimes the laws don't keep up with the
times.
views of society,
Yeah.
and you got to fight for freedom.
do.
I have been described as the Nelson Mandela of Australian drugs, Australian drug law and reform by myself. I said that to my mum on the phone when I was at Parklea Prison.
Yeah.
I was like, Mum, I'm a victim of the laws of the day. I'm a bit like Nelson Mandela. She's like, Andrew, she's like, do not compare yourself to Nelson Mandela. And there's just guys in the yard walking past, just shaking their head at me like, what are you on about, you fuckhead?
There's always one guy.
I wish I had a fucking Nelson Mandela impression. I just don't have it there. Like, I kind of know what he sounds like, but I'm not willing to put it out there.
Give it a try.
For one, freedom.
Yeah, it's like that, right? It's like slow. Yeah.
We must travel the bit. Yeah. Don't worry.
Yeah,
I'm
for a
sure
second.
my South African fans are just cringing right now.
Yeah. But I mean, upsetting South Africans is a great thing to do.
At least I sound like a white Australian guy. No one knows. No one knows. Unless they've seen the photos, but...
This is absolute nonsense.
Can you guys tell the people who you are?
Who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you?
Fucking
Muggle,
who are you?
have you guys ever noticed that your names rhyme? Like Muggleton, Andrew Hamilton.
Muggleton Hamilton.
And associates. For all your accounting needs.
I was trying to think like sitcom Hamilton and Muggleton, but
Hamilton,
it does sound
Muggleton.
more...
Who would be the cop and who would be the
One
guy in the
guy's
wheelchair?
hat's forwards, one guy's hat's backwards. Will they ever get on?
Just another misunderstanding between Hamilton and Muggleton.
Hamilton and Muggleton return to you after this commercial break.
Now, who are you, Dan?
I'm a comedian, and I'm 6'2", and I am white.
There you go. You've really painted...
I'm also a man.
Do you always wear Adidas? I swear the only photos I've seen you are in Adidas.
Most of the time, yeah.
Is there a reason? Are you trying to get a sponsorship?
No, I don't think they're particularly interested in the people I'm bringing to the table. They tend to go with professional athletes and franchises, but no, it's actually really simplifies your life if you just buy everything from one brand. Like, I hate making decisions, bro. Like I was talking to him about how just like, having a movie channel as opposed to having to like pick a movie on Netflix is just, it's freedom. It's what Nelson Mandela fought for.
Well, I mean, Steve Jobs went an extra step further, right? He just wore the exact same clothes
outfit, yeah.
every day.
Dude,
He
I
died
get
in
it.
that. He died in that. What the fuck are they called? Turtleneck.
Turtleneck.
He died in that. I saw
Yeah.
it. I was there.
You were there. You killed him?
I didn't kill him.
You murdered Steve Jobs, dude?
No. Stop throwing allegations into my mouth here.
I would never.
You're not my lawyer.
Are you sure? Hamilton Muggleton Associates. You killed Steve Jobs?
Deny.
Yeah, don't admit to anything.
Andrew, who are you?
I am Andrew Hamilton, and I am also a comedian based in Sydney. I do a lot of jokes about going to prison.
Why'd you say prison?
He does that. We don't know why. On our podcast, he does it all the time. Just like he has to read something out and he's like, so I was going to dinner. Just hits that second syllable like crazy.
It's good. It's good to add a bit of colour.
Yeah. On your podcast, you did need a bit of colour for
Hey,
sure.
Hey, whoa. He's right though. But yes.
Our podcast has as much colour as Richie Benno's jackets. Let's put it that way.
Just put a photo of me in the
The
background.
whites, the off-white.
The ivory, the beige. The white, the off-white, the ivory, the cream and the beige? No, fuck, I can't remember it.
The off-white, the ivory.
I feel like there's another old man thing I'm not getting.
Yeah, it's the 12th, man.
Yeah. What else about you?
What else is there to say?
My personality is I went to jail.
We're in Perth doing Fringe at the moment. I have a show I'm doing called I just finished doing called Shit Bloke, which was kind of a continuation of my first show, which was called Jokes About the Time I Went to Prison, which is just a lot of
It's a continuation because it's another show about you. Creative.
the fucking sequel.
It's the second dinner.
So yeah, what else is there to say? I live with my parents in Sydney. I've been there since I got out of prison. I was in there for large commercial supply of magic mushrooms, acid, MDMA, the good drugs, the fun ones.
Nice ones. Never hurt nobody.
Yeah, now I'm just doing comedy, and I just finished writing a book, which will come out later this year, hopefully.
What's the book called?
Yeah, what's it called?
It's called The Profound Benefits of a Stint in Prison.
Oh, man, that seems like quite a read. Can't wait to get my hands on
What
it.
a tale.
Where can we find that book?
Everywhere.
Angus and Robinson.
It'll be
Borders.
at all good bookstores and even the bad ones.
Whoa. And online?
Which ones are the bad
Online.
ones?
That's
And
convenient.
There'll be an audio book coming out that I will also voice myself. And
Hello.
there'll be random
I
like
can't wait to
moments
listen to
where
the
I-
audio book.
and then I walk through the door and
The end.
question mark.
I have this weird obsession with going to prison, but not as a prisoner.
Yes.
Oh, yeah?
Just as a guy who is interested.
It's harder to go in as an interested person. It's much easier to go in as a criminal. So you should really work on committing some crimes.
Yeah, if you're a criminal, they insist
if you
on
just
you
show
going.
up, if you just show up like, hey, I'm just a bit curious, want to have a look around, they're gonna be like, no, mate, you can't do that.
You can't do that.
No.
But if you commit a crime, like you have to come in, and you're like, I've been waiting.
Yeah, we
Wait,
insist.
it's
We insist.
What can I do that could get me a short enough sentence that I can be like, yeah, okay, so this is what it's all about.
I mean, you could do a large commercial supply of magic mushrooms. Am I right?
How long were you in for?
4 months.
Okay, that's not
That's not
bad.
romantic.
Which to me, if I had one complaint about my time in prison, I was that was a bit too long.
What would you have liked?
Maybe 3 months. I think would have been the
3
sweet-
months? Like a
3 months.
semester?
Does 1 month make a difference?
3 months would have been the sweet spot. 1 month's not really enough to really have a good prison experience. But when it got past,
Still kind of learning the ropes 1 month in.
Once it
You're
got-
making all the gaffes.
once it got to 3 months, I was like, "Fuck, it's really dragging on in here."
Actual.
Yeah, like
Did it feel like you were serving time, perhaps?
serving time?
You feel like you were
slow
incarcerated?
time. It was just there wasn't much to do. I was a bit bored. I was like, I was like, boys, I got to get out of here.
It sounds like you were in prison.
In many ways. But it started to get a bit dull, and I was like, look, I think I'm about done here. And they were like, look, you're gonna have to stay longer.
I don't think you get it. I'm good. I think I get it.
I'm healed. I'm cured.
I won't do it again.
Well, they have this running joke in prison that like you can get out if you sign the sorry book, which is like a fictional book. You can just say, hey, I signed the sorry book. Like, what else do you want from me?
That's
And on the day that I was like, when I got released, one of the guys was in there for like a brutal murder. Said, hey, Hammer, can you let him know that I signed the sorry book? And I was like, that's quite
That's good gear.
chilling, but funny.
Dude, it's awesome that you killed out there and you're still killing in here. Huh? With singers like that.
And the sorry book.
Red hot.
How did you guys get into comedy?
I decided when I was locked up, I was like, you know what the world needs?
Another.
More prison-based jokes. And so I got out and started. I went to an open mic comedy night, and I signed up for a stand-up comedy competition called Raw, and that was it. I just started gigging like 5 nights, 6 nights a week, and
So you've been doing it since you got out?
ever since, yeah.
It was actually part of his bail conditions.
Yep.
He was forced to do comedy.
I actually had a joke like lined up in my head about to introduce you guys as I've got a ex-convict and his parole officer.
There we go. I mean, he does give off that energy,
He
doesn't
gives
he?
off undercover cop energy.
The fuck?
Why, you dog?
I'm not a fucking cop, bro. I'm not a cop.
That's exactly what a cop would
I'm
say.
not a fucking rat.
Yeah, he's a
Shave the stash. That's all I'm saying.
But the moustache.
That's what makes you look like a cop.
The moustache.
I reckon.
That's the
I reckon
nicest
it's-
thing the
I think
moustache has
it's-
made me look like.
I think it's all of it. I think it's
The whole
it's
look.
the
My
general
whole vibe?
If you were wearing Nike,
Yeah.
that's not giving. That's not very copy.
But Adidas is copy.
Yeah.
Okay. I misunderstood.
How about you? How did you get into comedy?
Well, I committed a brutal murder.
But they let me out because I signed the sorry book.
Yeah.
The jokes just started to write themselves. Don't you hate it when you're like, you leave evidence at the crime scene and you don't know where to bury the body?
Man, let me tell you something about cleaning up blood. Much harder than you think. You're like, this red liquid is viscous. I mean, folks.
Explains the red shirt.
Absolutely.
Don't have to clean it. The blood
Doesn't stain.
doesn't stain.
It's like a black car.
That's very wrong. A black car shows everything.
I know. I don't know why. I remember that from like watching it on a TV show. I got a white car.
Yeah.
White car doesn't show it.
Yeah,
like
no.
TV shows, like doesn't show dirt. It's dark colored, and I'm like, no, it does. It definitely does.
It shoes everything.
Yeah, white car, right?
It shows a scratch. A white car doesn't show a scratch as
Doesn't
bad as
show
a white
shit.
car.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm glad to know what color car we both drive. Got to the bottom of that.
No, mine won't show because I've got a protective film over it.
protective film.
Dude,
Film? Is that how you say it?
I think that's the way you say it.
your
Film.
car's wearing a fucking condom, dude.
Pretty much, bro. You gotta always be protected.
Rate it.
Always gotta be
And you
protected.
still have a kid. Jesus Christ. What are you doing in there?
Look, I didn't get fucked by the car.
You didn't get fucked by the
No,
car?
I did not.
But did you
yeah.
fuck the car?
There's no holes on the outside. It's electric.
There's no exhaust?
Yeah. Wait, what? Are you being serious?
There's no exhaust pipe.
There's no need to for bad
That's true.
stuff to come out of it.
Emissions.
Emissions, that's the word. But yeah, comedy.
I started doing comedy at uni. A guy was like, "You should do this," and I was like, "Cool." And I did it. And I didn't like it. And then I visited my ex-girlfriends in New York, and she was pretty much ignoring me at that point because we were in a long-distance relationship and it wasn't going well. So I started doing comedy over there, like doing open mics. Then I came back and started a Sign Up on the Night open mic in Sydney, which was like the first time people had done that in Australia. And yeah, just kind of went from there. I never wanted to do this.
Well, there was no sign up on the night comedy nights in
No.
Sydney.
We were the first one.
Was this Mug and Kettle?
Mug and Kettle. Yeah.
Isn't you started it?
Yeah.
Oh, true.
Mug and Kettle.
Yeah, never heard of it.
Yeah.
But probably because I'm not in Sydney.
Probably because you're 3 years old. You really shouldn't be having kids, bro.
Innovator.
Innovator.
Hey, why not have my own kid while I'm still a kid?
That's true.
I think we can both learn life experiences together.
That's true.
In par.
You can grow up together.
I'm going to wait till I'm about 60. I reckon I'm doing.
Have a kid?
Yeah.
You're De Niroing.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm going to Pacino De Niro.
Was
Yeah.
he 60 when he was had
Oh,
his
no,
first
they're
kid?
like 80 and they just had kids.
Yeah, they had like another one. Yeah.
How old's his wife or the lady? He's,
I mean, when you got that De Niro Pacino money, you know,
Yeah.
you get a
You
woman
can buy
that's
whoever you
fertile in a like within the realm, within the window of baby making age,
Which
and then you
is-
you don't feel bad about whether you croak it because you're like, oh, the kid's gonna be fine. He's got a couple million.
Whether you croak it, it didn't die.
Yeah.
I've never heard someone
Nah,
talk about
neither.
that in ages. You are an old man.
What to say the word croak?
Yeah, croak.
Croaking it
What
out.
happens if you croak?
No one's saying that anymore.
No one's saying that anymore.
Oh,
dude.
it's coming back.
I
You're bringing
can't
it back?
confirm. It's
Fingers
not.
on pulses.
Yeah.
Literally.
He has croaked it.
Yeah.
No, you don't even hear anyone say that.
I've never heard anyone say that.
You haven't heard it?
No. Are you surprised that I haven't heard it when he's older than me and he hasn't heard it?
I've heard it.
he's
I
heard
just
it.
don't know how to say it
I've
anymore.
never heard it in general then.
Well,
Andrew
Yeah.
Hamilton.
You
That's
have
your
now.
next show. I'm close to croaking it.
who am I hanging out with? We're still saying it all the time.
Prisoners.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
And the South African nationalist movement, apparently.
Well, they call in jail when someone's dead. They call him he's brown bread.
Because it rhymes.
Yeah,
With dead.
rhyme and slang.
Call
Yeah,
me rhyme and
yeah,
slang. Cool.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm happy you understood.
He's brown
why,
bread.
Yeah. I'm happy you understood. I might look that up later.
Do it.
I understand why. Any other words for dying that you know of that? Like I know like
Passed away.
cooked it. They've moved on. The basics.
They're gone.
To shift from this mortal coil.
Oh! Hello.
Okay.
Published author Andrew Hamilton.
There we go. Aye, but to die and go we know not where.
What's that?
Aye, that's measure for measure, Shakespeare.
Wow,
All
you're
right.
educated.
There we go.
Very educated.
Can we pause the
how'd you get
podcast
caught?
so I can fuck Hammer?
Why pause it? Just do it right now. We've got really good microphones.
I've never wanted to know exactly how long I last. And I just feel like a recording device would do that.
We'll give it away. Yeah, fine. I can cover the clock if you want. Just cover
Yeah.
the timer.
Because of the open mic thing, whenever I hear a bell now, I finish in a minute.
That sucks for you, bro. So no fucking schools is what I mean.
Absolutely not.
This is absolute nonsense.
I feel like they would have liked us more when they knew us less. When we started and were contextless, like, these guys are pretty fun, hey? Now they got to know us and like, ugh,
We fucking hate him.
this is gross. That guy doesn't fuck for long.
Mandela? What?
Mandela and Dandela.
That's the first time Mandela's ever been brought up on this podcast.
Really?
There you
I'll
go.
bring him more.
Well, you're
do you guys-
welcome.
Do you guys bring him up more often on
All the
Flog-
time.
The Flog cabin.
In the
We have a
Flog
Mandela
cabin.
segment. Now for our Mandela moment of the week.
It's the same moment every time. It's just him lifting the Rugby World Cup. Private school podcast. What do you
Not
want?
even him. He used the recording from the movie Invictus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt Damon version.
Yeah.
It's better.
In real life.
Higher def.
We used to, always at uni, we used to always say that line when Matt Damon in the movie Invictus gets back in the car and his wife's there. She's like, "What do you want?" And he just goes, "I think he wants me to win the World Cup." And so like,
Did you just put on a South African accent?
I tried my best.
Really hard. I think he wants me to win the World Cup.
I think, yeah.
I simply can't win it.
That's not even good.
That's not good.
That's
is
not
it?
good either.
I was trying to one earlier today for some reason. It's just not there. I've lost it. I haven't hung out with any of those fucking losers recently.
Just come on.
It's Perth, bro.
I can take you to a suburb where they all are.
Really? Is
Yeah.
it called Perth?
No. It's about 20 minutes north of Perth.
Ah.
That's where they all are.
In
Yeah.
where?
It's called Butler, like that area.
Butler.
You guys wouldn't know, yeah.
They moved there because, in South Africa they had butlers.
Yeah. It's a good way to
Made them feel
remember.
comfortable.
Remember the good old times.
The only South African thing I can just do consistently is Tony Gregg. Hard and fast. Like that. That's all I
Hard and
got.
fast.
Hard and fast.
Is that meant to be South African as well?
Yeah. Is that not it?
No, I don't hear it either. I'm not even good at it.
Dude,
I'm not good at South African. I can do like
what do you got?
basic Nigerian.
Basic Nigerian?
Yeah.
As opposed to advanced Nigerian.
No,
That's a bit
intermediate.
tricky.
Intermediate is where I'm trying to get to.
Oh, dude, we'll get
yeah.
there. I believe in you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Nigerian. Yeah, I got nothing.
Was it Leonardo DiCaprio doing South African in Blood
Blood
Diamond?
Diamond.
You're in a bit of a conundrum, my friend.
That was actually better.
The only line I remember from that movie is just like he's talking to the lady about like Rhodesia. She's like, I think we're calling it Zimbabwe now, and Leonardo DiCaprio goes, "Are we?" So
classic.
sick. TIA. This is Africa.
Yeah.
Horrible. Oh, what a
good.
film. One of the greats.
You guys have movie references I've never heard of.
Dude.
Am I? Yeah.
What
I've
do you
spent
want us
many-
to talk about? Despicable Me?
Minions.
Vector?
What was the last movie you watched? And then we'll go from there.
Oh, okay. So the other night, we did a gig in Bunbury, and then it was like midnight, and I was a bit pissed, and I put on Netflix, and I watched Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Ooh.
Kevin Costner, Morgan
Wow,
Freeman.
a classic.
Yeah. Oh man, what a movie. What's the name of the guy that played Alan Rickman as the Sheriff of Nottingham?
Snape was in it?
He's so good in that. He was like he's one of the best guys to be a bad guy in movies.
Yeah.
Ever. You've got him
Excellent.
as Snape. You've got him as Robin as what did I just say? The Sheriff of Nottingham, obviously in Robin Hood, and
Die Hard?
Die Hard.
Yeah. What's his name again? Gruber?
Hans Gruber.
Yeah, there you go.
What about you? What's the last movie you watched?
I think, because like it's the movie channel thing, I think it was Lord of the Rings 3.
Oh, so you actually don't have streaming service. You just watch whatever comes on
I
TV.
do have streaming services, but I think I'm going to get rid of them. I don't think I like it.
Yeah.
I don't like the pressure.
It doesn't like
Yeah.
choice.
Yeah. I like to be
like
told
choice.
what to do. I should go to prison. I'd love it.
Besides being fucked. In
I
that
can,
house.
I can create a whole list of movies for you to watch. I can create your
You
Oh,
curate.
sure, yeah.
I'll curate
for
your
it.
movie schedule.
That'd be cool. Have his list.
The last movie I watched was I haven't seen Lord of the Rings, by the way.
Wait, sorry. What was
Don't
the last
say-
movie you watched? We're being very rude there, Hammer.
Sorry. You
was the
haven't,
last movie you
you haven't
watched?
seen Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, I haven't seen Lord of the Rings. Yeah,
Any of them?
any of them. Yeah, never seen them. No, I've lived in New Zealand for a long time, and I believe most of it was filmed
Have
there.
you watched The Hobbit or something weird like that?
Nah.
Okay, good.
No.
Now, I probably shouldn't say this on a podcast, but what you should do is you should get a bunch of cocaine and sit at home and watch all three back to back. It'll take you, like 11 hours or something like
Yeah,
that? But
yeah.
it'll be worth it. That's how I would watch it the first time.
But how much cocaine do you need to last 11 hours?
I mean, it really depends on
I don't know my mathematics when it comes
on
to
your
that.
intake, but I would want to get I'd want an 8 ball.
Were you moving away from it?
No, I was moving him in the fucking frame.
Oh, okay.
Because we do our podcast, I'm used to this. He just fucking slides out of the frame, starts talking over here, and I'm like, for fuck's sake, Hammer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's the way you should approach it.
Lord of the
Okay.
Rings on cocaine?
Well,
Yeah.
okay.
Please
and
enjoy
then,
it.
and then to do it a similar thing with The Godfather Part 1, 2, and 3.
Nice.
Haven't seen those either. How long are they? How long do they take?
That's about another 11-hour session or something like that. Probably it's like
What, the three Godfathers?
Well,
that'd be
about
like
3
eight,
hours.
wouldn't it?
About 3 hours a movie, right?
Yeah.
So I think the original Godfather is like 3.5 or something like
Is
that.
it?
So yeah.
The days when movies were long.
Anyway,
What's the last movie you saw?
Dave and Mike and Dave
Need wedding dates?
needed wedding dates.
That movie sucks. I saw that movie coming down on MDMA and almost cried in front of my wife's family.
it's one of the guys from Workaholics in it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adam Levine?
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, it's got Aubrey Plaza in it, doesn't it?
I don't know who that is. What's the face? What's his name?
Fuck's sake.
Audrey.
Aubrey Plaza.
Aubrey. I don't know the face. I know name. I only know
In
names.
it?
I think I've seen bits of it.
The one from Pitch
Underwhelming.
Perfect's in it.
Yeah, the ginger lady. Yeah, Aubrey Plaza is in it. They're the
And
two.
Anna
main girls.
Kendrick.
Yeah,
Anna Kendrick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, is the one in
It's
it.
pretty hot.
Yeah.
Moving from that, what's your favorite movie then?
Oh, easy. Number one movie ever made, Heat, with Robert De Niro, Al Pacino. It's an action movie classic, LA crime saga, it's known as. Directed by Michael Mann. Came out in 1995, I think, from memory.
Correct, it did.
Nice.
Never heard of. The first thing I thought of was that, isn't that a movie called, the one with Catherine, with Sandra Bullock and isn't that what-
Speed?
No, that's
Speed.
No. He
Sandra Bullock?
Yes.
Miss Congeniality?
no.
Gravity?
Give me a sec. It's called
What's that one with her and the NFL player? That one as well?
The Blind
The
Side?
Blind Side.
Side.
Nah, The Heat is the one. That's the one I thought of when you thought of Heat. The Heat, the one with her and what's her name? Melissa McCarthy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's sorry.
Funny lady from Bridesmaids.
I mean, she's a lady from Bridesmaids.
She's funny. Don't you? Can have a go at Melissa McCarthy.
No, very funny lady.
Hey, fuck, do you want to get cancelled? Bro.
No, I loved her in the female remake of Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. That was an awful movie. Awful movie. Wasn't good.
I haven't seen it.
Wasn't
But the movie Heat.
Did you not watch it because it was woman?
No, I just...
Because he's afraid of ghosts. Deeply afraid of ghosts.
Or don't turn around.
I did recently watch the female remake of Ocean's 11. Was it Ocean's 13?
Ocean's 8.
Ocean's 8.
That wasn't too bad.
No, that is a good movie.
That was all right.
You know the budget for Ocean's 8 to Ocean's 11 is the precise gender pay gap. It's pretty funny. But there's only 8 of them. So it actually is fine. I'm not saying that gender pay gap isn't real. I'm just saying in this instance it makes sense.
It was what, 30% less or something like that?
I think it was like 87% of the budget for Ocean's 11 or something.
Yeah, wow.
Maybe Ocean's 13 because I did the most recent one because of inflation.
There you go.
Yeah. I think my favorite movie is Boogie Nights.
I've never heard
Yep.
of that.
You've never heard of Boogie Nights?
Mark Wahlberg,
Mark Wahlberg, big cock.
huge cock.
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
He's playing...
Hitting on him.
Holmes is who he's playing?
Yeah, it's like based on John Holmes. Yeah.
John Holmes, yeah.
John Holmes, yeah. Eddie Adams is
Eddie
Mark
Adams
Wahlberg.
as Dirk Diggler. Burt Reynolds got
Burt
nominated
Reynolds.
for Best Supporting Actor, but he fired his agent when he saw the film because he didn't realize how smutty it was, even though he's playing a porn director in it. I don't know how he missed that.
Burt Reynolds was in The Whole 9 Yards, right? Like the football,
All 9 of
the
them?
prison. There we go. The gridiron movie in prison.
Yeah.
In like the original,
Yes.
back in like the 70s or whatever, and
do know
then
this.
and then he was also in the
new one.
more
Adam
recent
Sandler
one with
remake.
Adam Sandler.
And Chris Rock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I watched both of them in jail, and they're both fantastic in my opinion. Both good movies. Have you seen either of those?
I've seen the new
Yeah,
one. Yeah,
the old one's still
Yeah.
good.
I love Adam Sandler. I know that's a fucking hate crime to say these days.
The old one
What are you
is
talking about? It's funny.
People
the old
always-
one's got
Is it the same movie? And just
exact same plot.
exact same plot. Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
What could you change in that movie that really to really spice it up?
I mean, also like when you're locked up watching a movie about some guys really getting it over on the dirty screws.
That's prison guards.
that's what that's what gets you off.
Fuck, it's you're sitting there with your cellmate like fuck it over.
We should do that.
We shouldn't be allowed to watch this, you know.
Maybe we should play him in touch.
Now,
It's giving you so many ideas.
and then you're watching Shawshank, and I'm clawing at the walls again, and
Yeah.
good stuff. Yeah, Shawshank would be up there for me as well.
Would they let you watch Prison Break?
They wouldn't, not if it was programmed. They didn't have any control over what was on the TV.
Oh yeah, they weren't just like turn the TVs off.
Nah.
We don't want them to get any ideas.
Nah. And then I'm there like just getting like the prison tattoo gun and like drawing like a map.
I really felt like the map isn't that helpful.
It's not helpful.
in terms of breaking out of a prison. It's just like, oh yeah, it's got walls and these are the corridors.
You don't really need the entire prison. I
Yeah.
don't think. I think it's kind of like guess going like, oh, you need to take 6 paces and then turn left.
Yeah, I'll be calling up my brother, just trying to get him to come in the prison. But like, John, I'm on death row. Like,
Actually,
you're in there for mushrooms, you idiot. I need you to break me out, John. You're like, yo, I gotta go.
That's what you did at the 3-month mark. you do kind of look like the brother, low key.
But
Joe, I don't know his real name.
the brother who was on death row
Yeah.
in Prison Break.
Yeah,
Wentworth Miller's brother.
Joe Burrow.
He's a handsome dude. I'll take it.
I just typed in his name and it came up with
Lincoln
American football
Burrows.
player.
Lincoln
Oh,
Burrows.
Lincoln.
Joe Burrows, Cincinnati Bengals quarterback. Joe Burrow. Joey B. Joey Burr.
Lincoln Burrows.
Just need to shave your head and you'll be there.
I think he also played Count Dracula in one of the Blade series.
What a step down, in my opinion.
There
I've
we
never
go.
seen any
This
Blades.
is an IMD. You know, that was like one of the first Marvel movies to come out.
Blade.
Yeah.
And got a lot to answer for then.
Apparently, they're like, they didn't think it was going to make any money. I think there was some kind of deal, and Marvel made like fuck all because, yeah.
I like
But
that.
it ended up making a fuckload.
Fuckload? Cool.
And they've got a new Blade coming out with Mahershala Ali playing
Is that how you say that first name?
Mahershala, yeah.
I've never had a go at it.
Mahershala Ali.
I've enjoyed his performances. In True Detective, it was great.
He's won an Academy Award and he's playing Blade in the next Blade
In
movie.
2025. I want to see what the name's spelled like.
He's
So I can
gonna
try to
fucking-
say
I
it.
thought it was like Mahershala.
Mahershala.
Mahershala. Well,
But-
I'm
but-
not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I didn't know.
But just quietly, he's going to fucking nail the shit out of that role.
He's
Like,
fucking good, dude.
man.
Good
yeah.
actor.
You get an Academy Award winner,
Yeah.
black man playing Blade. I mean, because he's based on a guy who was a black dude, right?
Yeah.
And he's just going to fucking, he's going to
gonna kill
rip
it?
No, he's going to knock it out of the park.
Yeah. He
He must feel relieved just to have your full-throated support.
I do. Mahershala, shout out, mate.
just quickly, I don't know. What did you say you would pronounce this
I
as?
thought it was like Mahershala.
Have you seen the name written down before?
Briefly.
It looks exactly like how he's saying it.
Shit, really? I thought that-
Mahershala, yeah.
Oh, well.
I don't know why
You sound like you're drunk ordering Indian food. Masala. Masala.
Please make sure it's mild because I can't handle spice.
Fuck you, cunt. Give me the Vindaloo. You don't know my culture.
This is absolute
Nonsense.
Cool.
We're gonna play a game.
Fucked up dilemmas.
Yeah, that's not what the game is called. I call it something else because I can't afford a lawsuit.
Naturally.
So what do we call it?
We call it this or that.
This or that?
This or that.
This
so
or
I'm gonna
that.
give you two options,
Cool.
and you just tell me which one you'd rather, this one or that one.
Sure.
You ready?
Should we call it Would You Rather, or that get you in trouble as
That'll
well?
get me in trouble as well. Hasbro audio on my ass.
Damn it.
I called it that one time, and now they're looking for me.
Fucking Hasbro, dude.
They want everything. They own everything. Which so I just about to
Not
say.
acting like bros, really, are they?
I saw that joke and I left it. Because I don't know if you know about John Westheimer. It's the jokes he rejects that make him the best.
This or that. Have a unibrow or a uni nostril.
I mean, you've got a uni nostril and I've got a unibrow. So I feel like we've got some skin in the game, quite literally, for this one.
I am happy with my single nostril. I had two nostrils, but then
Do you actually have one?
years and years and
Are you-
years of cocaine has destroyed the skin between them. You've heard of a deviated septum?
Yeah.
This is just no
Gone.
septum.
Yeah.
Desolated
Are you
septum.
serious?
Yeah, absolutely. It's just a giant single hole up there.
It's like Cooper Petey.
And it's fine. It actually helps me breathe.
Yeah, I would actually. Yeah.
You got two mouths.
You think I'm eating double dinner through the mouth?
Not that bitch up. Don't
I
even
just picture you at
dehydrate it.
McDonald's just snorting fries. Oh, a lot of salt on these. I'm going the unibrow because you could just plug it.
Yeah.
Like, I've been plucking this since I was like 16.
Would it change your mind if I tell you if you pluck it, it just comes back? It's like old mates from Dave Almighty.
Oh yeah,
His
yeah.
beard just comes back. Would that change your answer?
No, I think you can kind of do the unibrow. Like, you could just be like a really good basketball player. That's a possibility. Or like some kind of sex cult guru. Like, these are acceptable unibrow.
What do you got against
hippie?
What do you got against single nostril, dude?
I like having two.
I like having two nostrils.
I like having two.
You don't know what you don't know. You don't know what you're missing out on.
I don't.
You do know you're always apparently you use one at a time most of the time.
Nostrils?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why or how, but you always just kind of use one more than the other one.
It's very hard to get a note up both of them at the same time. So it does
There we
actually
go.
make sense.
I've tried.
This or that. Have your nose constantly running or your eyes constantly watering?
Oh, let me just think about the implications for day-to-day life.
Yours will just be a fucking waterfall because it'll just be
Running nose,
straight through the middle.
Or running eyes.
Watering eyes.
Look, I've got a bit of a rep to keep. I can't be walking around looking like I might have just cried.
But like a runny nose, like all the time? Like just some
Well,
fucking gross cunt?
I mean, people,
Constantly sniffing.
you know.
Just like old Hanky Hamilton's here.
24/7.
To be fair, I used to do that a lot
It's
when
the
I was
middle
a
of-
druggo anyway. It's just like, oh, he's back.
It's the middle of summer. Not a single breeze, no pollen in sight, and you're just there like.
People just think I'm back on the bag, so that's fine. I would go the runny nose. I don't want people thinking that I'm out there crying because I don't show emotion.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go the watery eyes, just so people think I have feelings. I think at the moment
You got to trick them.
people aren't sure. It's like, man, Dan's just really emotional today, huh?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
Like when you,
Hug me.
it's like you're like I knew I had it in me. You do have like a very monotone voice,
That's true.
so you are. I think you would be hard to tell if you're having emotions.
Well, I've actually been pretty sad throughout this entire podcast.
You know what?
I don't know if
So
that-
have I. So have I. I haven't heard my own voice enough.
That's fair.
That is very reasonable.
This or that. Only get sexual stimulate. Sorry, what?
Here we go.
Only
Here we
get-
go.
This or that. Only get sexually stimulated by people over 60 or by married people.
Man, I'm really glad because the other ones have kind of been like opposites, and it's like people over 60 or people under 16, and I'm like, oh, that is a fucked up dilemma.
Married people, I mean, so what? It's like I choose between grannies and having affairs. Is that the options?
I think the idea is like, actually no, married people because I'm married to my
married,
wife.
yeah. So you can go for, that's what I was thinking as well.
I'm like that's a loophole.
That's the way that would make sense. Yeah.
So I still get to
Yeah.
fuck her and it's all chill.
All right, but like,
But then
Right,
only
if
other,
you want to ruin happy marriages, just say that. Just say like, I'm happy to do it.
well, I don't want to do it, but I don't want to. I don't want to be rooting grannies. So if I have to,
You sure?
like, if I have to be causing some guys out there to become cucks, it's mostly going to be lefties.
It's
right.
cucks.
Are we
true.
right?
It's true.
It's going to be those
It's
bloody,
goddamn
those pussy
fucking
liberal
cucks.
leftards. Yeah, that's
Woke
it.
mob,
I'm out there.
woke mob,
I'm out
cancel
there,
culture.
I'm out there banging your wives.
Let's
only,
go, Brandon.
There we go. Only because the options were not great.
You're just cucking dudes.
I'm cucking dudes.
Cucking dudes. But you could do the over 60 market. You get like a monopoly on that.
Yeah.
You could manage their super funds if you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean.
This or that. Have an orgy with the Golden Girls or never have sex again.
Well, I'm pretty sure at least one or two of them are dead.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Fuck. Never have sex again or have sex with a corpse.
Or two corpses.
Yeah. Oh,
And there is a third one, isn't there? Isn't there three of them?
Yeah, well, one,
Yeah, so one's
one
alive,
corpse
yeah.
and
One will actually put... No, she might not put effort in as well, actually.
like, yeah, Betty White was one of the Golden Girls, wasn't she?
Yeah.
I mean, if they're all corpses, I'd definitely choose the Golden Girls. But now that one of them is alive,
You're like, I already
old,
have sex by myself all the time anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to tug myself.
Never have sex again. That would be rough. We still get like hand stuff.
To give you confirmation of who they are. So one was Betty White.
Yeah.
One is somebody named Bea Arthur.
B. Arthur, yeah.
And then Estelle Getty.
Are they all dead or is it like one of them?
Betty White's dead, eh?
Yeah,
That's the one
definitely dead.
confirmed.
Confirmed.
You were there?
It was big on the news. We warned her.
Betty White.
Bea Arthur has been dead for 15 years.
Long dead.
Long
Long
dead.
dead.
So she's probably nothing left now. So
Yeah, and what about the other one?
the other one, Estelle, also dead. So
Okay, they're all
dead.
gone.
All dead.
Oh, there's
Okay.
There might be a fourth one, but she's also dead.
Would you prefer to fuck their current decomposed corpses, or would you prefer if they were mummified and somewhat preserved?
Oh my god! Or could we like pretend like that they were still alive and like the Golden Girls?
Not in their golden
Heyday?
state. Let's go with their bronze state. So they were
I'm tugging it. This is the options.
the
here.
week before they died. All of them.
The week before they died,
Yeah.
are they are they in the hospice? Are their family there, or do they know death is coming?
You're the nurse.
I'm the
and
nurse.
It's
Do they consent?
It's the middle of the
I'd
night.
hope
They
so.
all consent. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because these fucking
They've been
nurses.
trying to get at you for a
I've
while.
never seen Kill Bill. You can't trust these fucking nurses.
But it's also, at that point, it's that dodgy consent, like, when one of the nurses is trying to get one of them to change the
true.
will and all this kind of stuff. You don't know if they're
just-
lucid. It's just,
It's a power imbalance.
It is.
Yeah.
You're just happy to tug it out for the rest of your life.
I'm talking. I mean, I've gone through years of that anyway, so it's like,
Well, you definitely had at least
More of the same.
4 months of it.
Yep. Well, what do you know?
Yeah.
I knew I recognised you.
I wasn't just watching the whole 9 yards. I was watching the whole 9 inches. So.
So your roomie was a black guy.
No comment.
And we'll do what? Oh, did I get an answer from you?
Yeah, I
Dead
don't.
chicks or wank?
Dude,
What's it going to be?
Fucking new podcast name.
Flog Cabin's out of here.
That sounds like something I'd listen to. Actually.
Yeah, it actually sounds like a punk band.
Oh man, yeah. Have you listened to Dead Chicks or Wank? Right, man. Ep 5.
Dude, it's so good. Yeah, I think it's got to be the wank. I'm not. The corpses and like the dying lady in the hot. It's a lot.
This ain't for you.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's too much.
It's too much.
I just imagined there are 3 urns in front of you and just jacking off.
It's like, man, these ashes are soggy.
Ew. This or that.
Some of us up my nose. Hamilton's up his single nostril, sniffing up ashes again.
He's grieving.
There was that there was some woman on. There was that TV show called My Strange Addiction.
Yeah.
And there was some woman who like kept eating her husband's ashes.
Yeah.
She couldn't stop.
Yeah. She did it one time on accident and then just kept going. Kept going. Do you reckon you have a strange addiction?
No.
If you had to be addicted to something that's not normal, what would you pick?
I think like there'd be something in like, I don't know if that counts as an addiction. I was going to be like train spotting or something like that. Like, you know, like those guys that just like they just go and watch fucking trains. Like they just sit on them.
Yeah, but
That's an addiction.
I was like a YouTube king.
Yeah. I think there'd be like some kind of value. They seem very peaceful.
Yeah.
The other thing that I've noticed recently, fishing. People who fish seem to be very stoked. It's just a photo of them holding a fish. And they got a big smile. And like their partner's kind of around, like, how are we going to eat that? And I'm like, maybe there's something in it.
There could be something. I've been overly high-fiving people lately, so maybe maybe that's an addiction I haven't realised.
You're getting off on that?
High fives.
I'm just constantly high-fiving people.
Throwing them up.
You haven't offered me one. I feel very offended.
Well,
No one left hanging.
it's quite a stretch to get over there for There we go. Oh, it was a
That was
good
nice.
bang.
that was a good high five. What can I say? I'm good at it.
There we go.
Good at high fives.
Missed opportunity. Should have been doing it all day.
Make up for lost time.
Last one for ya. This or that. Drink cat piss or eat cat vomit.
Drink cat piss.
I mean,
Gotta be drink cat piss.
I went to uni. I've drank plenty of boxes of Fruity Lexia, which is not that far off. I feel like
Makes life sexier.
Yes.
I think the drink the cat piss because you just like shot it and it's just done. Whereas like the vomit, like you'd have to spoon it or chew it. Like, I think the piss you just kind of get it down.
Yeah, it seems like the lesser of two evils.
Bite a
yeah.
lemon after or whatever.
The
Fruity Lexia.
lesser
I'm
of
just
two
looking at-
feline
Oh, a goon bag.
Yeah, bro.
Goon bag.
True.
Fruity Lexia makes you sexier. It's all the rage.
The fact.
Oh my god! You tie it to a fucking Hills hoist or whatever you call clothesline.
A clothesline.
Goon of fortune.
Goon of fortune. Spin it round.
Yeah. Back then, the only inflation was blowing up the bag after you were finished.
Make a pillow.
Big
Sleep
pillow.
on it.
Sleep
Silver
on it.
pillow.
After you passed out from it.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't had a good bag in a very long time.
Well,
You're
next
not missing out.
time we're back, we should just sit around with a goon baggie.
It's fucking goon on, dude.
Yeah.
With the clothesline?
With the clothesline.
I actually,
yeah.
have you seen a
can
spinning
fit it in
clothesline in a while?
Sorry.
Have you seen a spinning clothesline in a while?
I used
like
to have
recently?
one where I used to live.
Yeah.
We had a Hills hoist. Nice metal boy.
Fuck
Good rotation on it.
It's been a while for me since I've been between
Clothesline.
very close.
I haven't seen one in years.
Hey,
Yeah.
come
I
to
might put
Sydney.
one in my house actually.
Come to Sydney, we'll sort you out.
So
We'll fucking hook you up, brother.
Fucking show you,
hook
dude.
me up. Oh,
off the
brother,
clothesline?
I was
Clothesline?
got to take that offer from you, Ali.
Do it. Do
Does
it.
that more Kiwi? Then
A little bit.
yeah,
I don't mind it.
I think it comes out of me naturally. I'm ready to get deported. Another thing why I couldn't commit crimes, I'd be scared I'll get deported. But I'll get sent to New Zealand, so it's not that bad. But I don't want to get deported to New Zealand and not be able to come back and see my baby.
Totally.
That's true. It's a good point.
Stay in school, kids. Don't do crime.
Don't move to New Zealand
Oh,
unless you've watched Lord of the Rings. It's culturally insensitive.
there are some much more New Zealand movies that you could watch than compared to
Don't move
that.
to South Africa unless you've watched Invictus and Blood Diamond.
Everybody, that is the podcast. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching.
We finished on a high note. I think he wants me to lean into 20. Oh, fuck. Hold on.
What now?
Don't worry. No,
What? Fucking
No, say it. You got to say it now.
No, I was supposed to say I think he wants me to win the World Cup, but I said
Yeah, you said the wrong line. You missed a great opportunity.
I think that was what we said. One of my mates asked for $20. I was like, "What do you think?" He goes, I think he wants me to lend him a 20. Anyway, totally out of context.
Great stuff.
I've made this finish worse than what it
Oh,
was.
100%.
Boys, thank you for coming on. This is your chance to look at the camera. Tell the people to look you up. Everything will be in the description. Everything will be on the screen. But give them some verbalness to you.
Some verbiage. Would you like to go first?
We've got a pod called Flog Cabin where
Flog
it's us
Cabin.
two and another guy who's also a flog talking about
Stuff.
Nothing.
life. Well, we try to solve life's problems.
You have movie pitches sometimes. That's quite fun. We
Yeah.
make lists occasionally.
Lists.
It's hot stuff.
We talk about. It's
very good.
We talk about erectile dysfunction.
Yeah. Thrush.
Yep.
We do it all.
So that's
Flog Cabin. Get in the fucking cabin every Thursday. Find us. Instagram at Flog Cabin. That's the way to do it.
stay flogged up.
Check the dodgems. My name's Daniel Muggleton. I got a special that is coming out on 800 Pound Gorilla, which is like on YouTube. It's called White and Wrong. Look it up.
Did you say white and wrong?
White and Wrong.
I'm definitely going to watch that.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
Good plug. Worth it. We did it.
We did it.
But yeah, so check that out. Follow me on Instagram at Dan Muggleton. Hamo, where can they find you?
Andrew Hamilton Comedy on Instagram or TikTok. Andrew Hamo, big on the talk. I'm 37. What am I doing?
Big on the talk. He's got a huge talk.
Yeah.
One of the biggest
Rock
talks
out
I've
with
seen
my
in a
talk,
while.
That's it.
Guys, thank you for watching.
Thanks for
Thank you.
having us.
Thanks for listening, guys. Thank you for coming. I appreciate everyone. And as I like to say at the end of every single podcast, oh, it's actually on the back of my shirt. I'll put it on screen.
What do you say?
What do you got?
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo!
Toodaloo, everybody. Bye.